people, thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I wanted to do a little mini quick update. I was supposed to upload my cash envelope stuffing for paycheck number 2 for the month of September. Well, life happened, and so that's what I'm here to update you guys in regards. My budget is awful. I did my cash envelope stuffing and then end up having COVID. And so because of that, I put all my cash back into the bank, and I did end up moving. So for those who don't know, I ended up having to move out of my previous apartment because of a leak that happened earlier this year, and that leak led to mold, and that mold led to health issues. And so we did end up moving, and my daughter did catch COVID from daycare and brought it home. And so I still worked, I still packed my things and left and moved. So because of that, I end up budgeting. I had over $1,000 saved just for moving expenses, and because of life, most of my cash envelopes was depleted. So all of my sinking funds, my medical sinking funds, my clothing sinking funds because of school and my daughter needing uniforms and fall. Almost every cash envelope was used in the process, and moving expenses cost me more because of the necessary steps that I had to take. So hiring cleaners for before moving and after moving. I had an increased deposit that I wasn't expecting to pay, and then little bitty things that I did not account for. Little things like my sink stoppers so I can wash dishes. I had to replace a couple of furniture items because of the move being destroyed, or not destroyed, but like an issue with it afterwards. And the movers that I used were Black owned. I am not going to hold them accountable for something that was minor, but then also needed to be replaced. And I've used them before. This is not, every time I move, I've always used this same company, so I have a relationship with them. I wasn't going to hold them accountable for that. Just a little bitty things that I didn't realize that the apartment did not have. Even a shower curtain rod. I had to go get a shower curtain rod. All of those things my last apartment supplied, and even a trash can because I had valet trash. So the trash can belonged to the apartment because it was valet trash. Anywho, it was a lot of little bitty things that I did not realize that I would end up having to pay for. So my budget, mid-month check-in, is gone. My sinking funds are pretty much depleted. My emergency fund is depleted. So I am starting over scratch. Because of COVID, I did not have a fever. I had a slightly small dry cough, and it wasn't until the recovery process that I felt awful. So I felt nauseous in the beginning. I felt extreme fatigue, no fever. Basically, I would say, when I say minor, maybe 1 cough a day, 2 coughs a day. So it was very, very not extensive until after the whole, I guess, contagious phase. Afterwards, I developed a cough, vomiting. Actually was in the hospital yesterday for vomiting. Yeah, so now I have my new medication, new inhaler, and different things like that. I'm recovering. I've worked throughout this whole thing. I've taught throughout this whole thing, and I'm dealing with that whole thing of okay, now I feel worse than when I actually had it. So it's been a trial and error. My daughter, she also has locks, and she has lost some hair. She has GI issues she's still working on, and I pretty much, she had a low-grade fever. She never had a fever. She had a low-grade fever. I feel like it's my duty to make sure that I'm not putting other people's lives at risk. I went above and beyond the last couple of weeks to make sure that everything was disinfected. Again, hiring, even my move, I had to hire cleaners before I even moved out, to make sure that, you know, I'm not putting the movers at risk to move my things out. And I couldn't prolong me staying there because of the mode and the AC vent. So it's been, life has happened. It's been a struggle, but I am getting through it, and I am so blessed. And I'm so thankful to have, even with my own personal health issues, and my daughter's personal health issues, that we were able to survive COVID. Now get this, I will say that I never tested positive. I had all the symptoms. I never tested positive. And so obviously now I'm struggling with calcified nodules in my lungs, mosaic glass ground, something, I don't know, something is going on with my lungs where obviously there's things there. My nodules and lymph nodes are inflamed, and obviously extreme fatigue. I still suffer from brain fog and different things like that, but again, I'm so thankful that it's manageable. Oh, I also have high blood pressure. I've never in my life had a complaint regarding my blood pressure, except for one time where my blood pressure was really low, and my doctor told me that he was concerned about my blood pressure being low. So I am worried about that too. But again, these are all manageable. These are minuscule compared to some of the things that other people within our community are suffering from. But yes, so regarding my budget, that whole thing is awful. Now that all of these expenses are done, I need to get back into the groove of like actually budgeting, because I have a $1,000 tuition bill that's due in 2 weeks. So that's why I'm making this update. But yes, so we are good, we are great, we are surviving, we are doing well. I am not looking forward to that medical bill that comes my way, but you know, we will deal with it in due time. So when it comes, I'll deal with it then. So yeah, that's my little update. Oh, and I had to buy a new computer. Yes, I had to spend, I bought a used iMac, and that was another additional expense that I was not looking forward to. But anywho, that's my little update. I'm going to do another video separately, but it's going to be the unboxing of the cloth and paper. So if you like those type of videos, go ahead and stay tuned, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.